Through the magic of recording episodes and scheduling them to be posted later, you may be going from the previous episode to this one in a matter of seconds. I, however, have had over a month of gap, so I'm a little bit out of touch with this airport right now. So, welcome back to YouPort. That might be more pertinent to me than it is to you, but welcome back. As you probably know, I have been producing a lot of tutorial videos in the meantime, and that's been done with a totally different airport. I know my way around that one like the back of my hand right now. YouPort is a little bit, well, I remember it, but it's just slightly unfamiliar. In fact, I had to watch back the last episode just to find out what I was working on last. So, we've got our parking area for Terminal 2, we've got lots of things under construction. I need to figure out how check-in's going to work and all of the connection through to this segment here, which will get us to our remote stands. Well, the obvious thing is there's going to need to be some doors along here. That's a good start. Let's plan the doors out in relation to windows for once. That can be a window. Let's see. I'd like doors to line up with the subways, so window there. Get rid of that one, I don't want it there. Let's put it there. It's really hard to see when you're in planning mode. There, and then probably in the middle-ish here. I'm going to have to put the doors first so I can see what I'm doing. That's a door. That's a door. Now, I can either have... Here, we've got an odd number of bits here, so... One small window is... Sorry, one small window is 4. Yeah, I'm just going to have to end up with some wall. So, a bit of wall there, a bit of wall there, and a door in between, and it's not going to be perfectly lined up. Such is life. Alright, doors are easy. By the way, between the last episode and this one, I'm using a different headset. I've also adjusted the way I record the game so that music is added during the editing phase instead of as I'm playing, which gives me greater control over volumes and such. I hope that means it's going to be easier for you to actually understand what I'm saying and not be drowned out by the music. Because I know I do get drowned out at times, and I know that I am really inclined to just mumble and not speak clearly like I'm trying to do right now. Having said that, in some ways I prefer the previous headset, so we may go through a period of switching back and forth while I settle on one or the other. Almost all of the tutorial stuff's been recorded with this newer headset, and the noise reproduction I think is much better. It doesn't have a hiss that I have to remove in editing, but on the other hand, the capture of my voice is much quieter, and I then have to boost the sound volume of my voice, boost the decibels or whatever the correct terminology might be, in order for you to actually hear me. Because the alternative would be you guys turning up your volume on your TVs or your computers to the point where you're actually playing it quite loud. Anyway, let's see. When I was planning out this space, I wasn't really thinking about the size of boarding desks. So if we look at, let's just look at these ones for a moment. Self-boarding isn't too bad. That will fit quite easily. The medium desks, actually it's not as bad as I thought. But there's really 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's more so this side, I think. Oh no, 3. Oh, it can fit. It's just that there won't really be room for chairs as well. Okay. I'm going to plonk it like so, because I want the passengers to walk past the door to check in. And then, how much space did I leave there? Just 1. Actually, let's put it back a little bit further. We want, let's say 3 squares. Because I've had a setup similar to this before. And the way, in fact, it's in YouPort. If I zoom out and go back to this section, these all go through one door. I have had a similar one before where there were multiple doors, but the check-in desks didn't line up in such a way that the doors were, call it 1-to-1. As a result, the passengers pretty much just used one door, even though there was a door per stand. It was a bit funky. I'm trying to avoid that by forcing the passengers to go past their door and then come back, rather than checking in, say, here, and then all going through this door, regardless of which one of these bus stands they need to get to. I'm going to speed up the game so that our contractors can actually build all of this stuff. And I realize that one's not lined up properly. There's my door, there's my door. Right. Because the other thing I can do is try to force the issue a bit with some hedges. Hedge. There. If I put a hedge there on each of these doors, like so. That will help to force people into the right area. And all the seating is going to be out here. So I hope once boarding kicks off, they will get up from their seats, go to the boarding desks, and get onto their buses. The next question is, do I need more check-in desks per bus stand? But we'll see. Let's see. Alright, how does this actually line up? They're going to come in here. They'll need to go through security somewhere. They'll need to check in somewhere, drop off their bags and all of those things. I think there's a wing there. I think it's like I said last episode, I need to stop planning so much and just do. I might segregate them entirely. So I'll have some stairs over here, check in for all of these stands, security for all of these stands, and seating, etc. downstairs. What have we got? I think it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 medium and potentially 2 small. I think that'll fit. just need to extend our terminal out. So there's going to be let's go into planning mode for just a sec, because that's not where I actually want that. Let's say if I complete that block and this block, keep it mirrored. Okay, this segment is going to be seating, etc. for waiting for your flight. Then it's going to be security, which doesn't need to be as big as all of that. Let's see, where's upstairs? Okay, security can be sort of there. Check-in, etc. can be here. Cool. So to keep that simple for myself, I'm going to just throw in a couple of bits and pieces so I know what I'm looking at. Let's make this a secure zone. No, not all of that. This. Get some doors in there. Door, terminal. No, terminal. Doors. You come up through security and then exit to the right. Something like that. This is check-in. Excuse me. I will try to edit out my coughs and whatnot, but I don't guarantee it. This is not a highly edited tutorial, this is just a let's play. Sometimes I'm not going to listen to the whole episode back. Okay, I was doing desks. Ooh. Alright, that should just take care of itself. Let's go and check where the plane is. It's this bunny here. 195? 196? Yeah. So that plane will eventually just go and get fixed. Eventually. Right, there we go. Cool, that's fine. Check-in, etc. So there's going to be seating. Somewhere in here, somewhere in here. There's going to be shops and things. Right, cool. I therefore need to start actually building some of this terminal. So let's get a strip like so. Where do I want my stairs? Down in this corner, I think. Yeah. I want my stairs to be... Let's get out of that mode. Stairs, escalators, etc. Planning mode. That would be here. Okay, so let's go this way around. Leave room for an elevator. Speaking of elevators, here's something I haven't paid enough attention to. If I put that, say, there. And of course I can't do it until it's built anyway. I'll just put it up against the wall. What I was wondering is if you can have elevators with doors on either side. So you enter, let's say from north, but then exit to the south. I don't think you can, but I do know you can adjust how many floors they cover after they're built, so there might be other options too. Right, passengers come down here. We want regular stairs as well because of people like me that hate using elevators and whatnot when you've got an option of getting some exercise before sitting on a plane for up to 17 hours. As you may have gathered, by the way, I live in Western Australia, so for me to get anywhere is a long flight. I am used to being on planes for basically a minimum of 4 hours if I want to go anywhere. Okay. How much of this is built now? Good. Speaking of planning mode, it's one thing I need to add in, because I discovered when I was doing tutorials that there's a flaw with this design here. This runway is fine. It has what will be an exit ramp, and an entry ramp, and it can be switched on. This runway is technically fine because it has 2 ramps, but my intention was that these would both be for entry only, and there would be no exit. The game will not accept that. There has to be an entry and an exit ramp. The same problem applies to this one up here, which currently only has 1 ramp. You cannot have a runway with 1 ramp. So let's just add that in now before it comes back to bite me later. 1 large ramp, please. It can go here. Taxiway. Like so. And let's never have to think about that again. And yes, I realize that's not in planning mode, so be it. I may as well draw in this, I suppose. Up to there, across to there. I don't expect that ramp to ever get used. Back to our terminal. Come in, you go down the stairs, seating, check in, with queues, security with queues, exit, yeah. There needs to be a security exit. That can probably be down here. Cool. Let's have doors rather than opening up that space entirely. Just had to glance off out the window and some movement out of the corner of my eye. There's a cat climbing over the fence. Lovely. That cat will never come near me. Ever. It's a very timid cat. I think the closest I've ever been able to get to it is about 10 meters away. Passengers are having... Really? Passengers are having trouble leaving the airport. Really? This has to be one of the least useful notifications in the game that I've seen. If passengers are having trouble leaving the airport, which passengers? Also, what's with this red flag? Passenger in open zone wants to go to open zone. Ah, okay. Right. Yes, I was aware of that as being something I need to deal with, so let's do that today. We will need a way to get downstairs. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, actually. Let's switch off that. Let's remove some fence. To there. What happened just then? Cannot demolish connected boarding desk. What? I am trying to demolish a fence. Thank you. Did anyone else think that was bizarre? Okay. I need to put in a path. Let's go back to that mode. Footpath. Yeah, there's fine. Let's make the door in the middle. Like so. This door, incidentally, was intended for contractors to use, but we may end up having passengers going through it. I now want to put my fence back in. Not that I probably need it here. Where's the actual border of that? Can I select? Okay, fine. Let's just pretend. I'm going to work on the assumption that cows and other animals cannot walk through the air traffic control tower. Okay, it must have hit a new year or something. No, just a new day. Fair enough. How's this going? Okay, cool. Having these extra contractors does seem to have sped things up. Let's get... Okay, let's get... Oh, no, actually, that's fine. Can always move the chairs later. Let's... Wow, I don't even have the money. Alright. Let's build the central bit. And a connector. And let's make sure we're actually making money. I may have to slow down my construction. Let's have a look. Other expenses, construction costs. Yeah. I'm just building too quickly for the income that I'm making. And that's not really surprising when you think about the fact that I just have 2 medium stands and 10 small ones. Right, passengers come in, they go downstairs. There will be seating and whatnot. There will be check-in desks. And I need to get baggage working as well. Ugh. Alright. Where am I going to squeeze baggage into this? If my check-in desks are along the top. Could I get away? No, because people still have to walk through. What if my check-in desks were on the side? Come down, you wait, check in, go through security. That could work. So, let's say... Which way around are these? That way. If check-in was over here, then baggage could go outside of the terminal like so. Missed it by one. Like so. And then pop up into here. And like most things, it's better to work backwards. So let's get our lifts in first. We want a down lift here. And an uplift here. There. Oh, baggage claim. Okay, that's another factor I have to think about. Where will baggage claim be? Where will baggage security be? I really don't know right now. I'm reluctant to have check-in up here, simply because I need check-in for so many other parts of the terminal. I really think the lower section does need to be entirely self-managed. It could potentially use the same baggage security if it connected to there, then went around. That could work. Let's get rid of this line. In fact, let's get rid of that as well. Let's expand the terminal a bit more. Come downstairs. Wait. We'll eventually go back upstairs. Yeah. How big will it need to be? Not too big. Something like that. If this is baggage claim, security exit baggage claim upstairs. Then conveyor belts. Out from there. Yes, that way. Zip along there. Put a tilt train here somewhere. Not there. Baggage claim, yep, cool. So that goes there. This needs to go around that. Something like that, perhaps. Go downstairs. Seating. Yeah, I think we're getting somewhere. I think we're broke too, but these things happen. Let's just find out if I'm right about something. Find a desk that's not in use. Yeah, they can be moved. Good. And I know from experience that the queues need to be a decent length. Really? We're still getting this message. Well, that path is definitely getting used, so they can't complain that there's no way between the 2 points. Although, that doesn't ever seem to stop this flag. Terminal 3 is not fully connected. Which one's which? Well, I suppose technically Terminal 2, which I think of as Terminal 1, is not technically connected to Terminal 3 here, even though it's connected here. That's a puzzle. I'm going to ignore that for now. It's too confusing. Maybe I'll look at it between episodes. Also, what's this flag? Oh, okay. Yep, so they're just all saying that. Yeah, okay. If you're following along, maybe design your airport a different way so you don't have this problem. Having multiple drop-off points for your passengers seems to cause problems. It's something I'm learning to regret both in this and in my tutorial airport. Maybe we'll fix that in a future episode. Maybe we won't. All you can do is keep watching to find out. So until next time, bye bye.